Hey guys, and welcome to my review of Pillars of Salt by Fadia Faqir. Pillars of Salt was published in 1996 and it is a Jordanian novel. The book is set in Jordan before and right after the British Mandate. The book is about two women who are imprisoned in a mental institution. One of them is a young Bedouin that lived in the Jordan Valley all her life in a village. A very traditional village that follows strict Arab traditions. The other woman is an immigrant from Syria, and she moved in her childhood. She moves to Amman, the capital city of Jordan, and lives there with her family, and then later marries and continues to live in Amman. The book has three voices. Each of these women get to tell their stories through their perspective, and then there's also a storyteller that tells a story in this traditional Arab fairy tale style and tells a story as an outsider, and only the story of one of the women, the young Bedouin. She gets most of the spotlight in the book. I think about 80% of the book is about the story of the young Bedouin woman. The other woman only gets to tell her story in very short chapters, and it just very fast skips through different periods in her life. What's very interesting about it is that these are the voices of the women. They tell how their life were, how they are very abused and dominated by the world of men. The storyteller is, however, very against women, and he portrays them as temptresses and portrays Maha, even though she has a very bad, very difficult life where she's oppressed by her brother, and because of the English mandate, the British mandate, a lot of bad things happen to her also. But the storyteller sees her as a witch, like a half demon woman that does witchcraft, and it's like her poor brother tries to do everything, and just because in the scenes where she says how her brother beat her, the storyteller is just saying how she was turning into a demon and he had to save himself, so that's why he hit her. And it's very interesting how the storyteller is this voice of oppressive men versus the voices of women. So that was interesting. And also the way that the storyteller is using traditional fairy tale ways of telling the story, while when the women say it, it's a more modern narrative technique. It's also very interesting. It is divided into very small chapters, and each of the chapter is titled with the name of the character through whose perspective it's told. So you get Maha, who is the young Bedouin woman, and there are many chapters that are titled Maha. Then there's Saad, who is the city woman from Amman, and you also get the storyteller. So these are the three titles of the chapters, and they just alternate throughout the book. I really liked it. I thought it was very interesting. I really liked the writing style of it, and I really like the story, even though it's very sad. Even though the two main women are the main characters, the book has a bunch of other characters that I really enjoyed reading about, and I would have liked more detail about them, especially in Maha's story. There are so many people in the village that are, despite not getting a lot of attention in the book, I feel that they are quite complex characters. And there is a point in the book where time passes, and just briefly, in a paragraph, briefly all the women in the village that were friends with Maha are mentioned and how time affected them. And it's very nice to read about various stories there, so I really like that. All in all, I enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 star rating on Goodreads. I really recommend it to people. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I will see you back with more videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.